Bring it right at us.
Guns firing. Guns firing.
Yeah, I got a little bit of that.
Victory roll. Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC out here at the Avon Park Field. I got my son Gabriel filming for us. Hey Gabe.
Hello.
And we're going to take up the 1600mm P-51D Mustang from Flightline. Take it up and have some fun with her. Timer set for 6.5 minutes, and we're going to fly in our high rates.
Motor hot and ready to cut you. Back away.
She is a big beast. Flies really well though. I think this is my fourth flight on her. I actually have the tail wheel gyro going on this, but it really doesn't it's more just to see if I could do it. The tail wheel, I mean, you're only on the tail's only on the ground for just a little while. So it's once you get in the air,
Timer reset.
once you get that tail wheel up, it doesn't really matter at that point. All right.
Take off flaps. Flap, ear tucked away.
All right, I'll take it up. Flip it. Unfortunately, we have a majority of the sky is just a plain blue sky, but that's okay. Maybe you can see the
Guns firing.
bring the gun.
Time remaining 6. Guns firing. Guns firing.
All right, I'm gonna take it up now. Snap roll, obviously. Bring it right at us.
Guns firing. Guns firing.
Yeah, I got a little bit of that.
Victory roll. All right, I'm gonna bring it right back at us again, do the same thing. He thinks he missed his target.
Guns firing. Guns firing. Guns firing.
All right, so we can go up here and
Time remaining 5 minutes.
all right.
Gear down and ready to land. Landing flaps.
See if we can't get a
Flaps up.
touch and go here. Let's do that again. That was fun.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
All right. Let's actually go ahead and land her this time for sure. And we'll
Landing flaps. Flaps up.
do some grass ops.
Landing flaps.
All right. Such a big sweetheart. All right.
Takeoff flaps.
Okay, hope we don't have a nose prop strike. Nope.
Flaps up. Time remaining 3 minutes. Landing flaps.
All right, here we go.
Flaps up.
Free and easy. Remember, you do not have reverse thrust. Now, the ESC is equipped for reverse thrust, but the manufacturer highly recommends that you do not use it because of the way the
Takeoff flaps.
we're not going
Flaps up.
because the way the prop is, you will loosen the prop. So do not use thrust reverse. It says very big bold letters in the manual, do not use thrust reverse. That's okay, we went years without thrust reverse. Whoa, that wind.
Gear tucked away.
That wind out of nowhere. Honey, keep an eye on the planes, okay? The ones that are on the stands.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
All right, let's get a nice low pass here. Beautiful plane, absolutely gorgeous plane.
Landing flaps. Guns firing. Guns firing. Flaps up.
Do that again.
Guns firing. Guns firing. Gear down and ready to land. Landing flaps. 1 minute. Flaps up.
Now as I turn, since the wind is now at the back of the plane pretty strong, I'm now going to make that elevator go down, acting as an air dam, pushing that tail down. I'll show you what I mean when I get down here. I'll turn away from you. See, I got that tail turned down. All right, Gabe, if you'll back up some, and we'll go over the rates.
Prop is shut down. Safe to approach.
All right. Go over our rates. Right off the bat, I had 42 seconds left on a 6.5 minute timer. Okay. My flap system's right off the bat. No mix. 100% for up flaps, 25% for takeoff, and a
Landing flaps.
-50 for landing flaps
Flaps up.
with no mix involved. Didn't need one. Okay. The rates I just flew in were my high rates, and all three I think are the same. Yes, they're all three. 100% throws, 30% expo, all the way around. All right, let's go over our forward programming. All right, gyro gains right off the bat. AS3X gains. Capture them now is 16, 20, and 23 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Priority all at 110 for roll and pitch and 120 on yaw. Nothing with heading, stop lock, all at 40 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Nothing with release rate. Gains are one-time gains. Now the nose wheel actually is a tail wheel gyro, and like I said, I just did it to see if it was possible, and it is. But with a tail dragger warbird like this, you're only on your tail for a short time. It's just for taxiing at lower speeds. Once you get up to any speed, that tail comes up and that negates your tail wheel anyways. I just did it to see if I could. Alrighty, but it's 50% window, 50% gain with a priority of 180 as far as that goes. Really, it doesn't need a tail wheel gyro, but I just wanted, since I had an 8-channel receiver, because the guns require their own channel, I needed at least 7 channels, so I went ahead and went with an 8-channel receiver, and I didn't want to just waste that 8th channel. We had 42 seconds left on a 6.5-minute timer. Let's check our battery, and I have a very interesting, this plane has a very interesting way of putting the battery in. It has a really cool lock-in mechanism for the battery itself. And all you do is you push down on this bar here. Are you in autofocus? You push down on the bar, and then we'll hold with one finger, and then the thing should slide out. Have to use 2 hands though. Well, there we go. There we go. And you just put your 5,000 pretty much all the way forward. And we got, oh gosh, we still have 51% left with 386, 386, or 385, 386, 386, 388, 384. So 51% left. Plenty of battery left, but that's good enough. I mean, 6.5 minutes is enough flying. Let's go over CG real quick. Like I said, I've got a 5,000 HRB, or actually it's a SMC pack. 5100, we'll go over 5100 SMC. You just put it on that tray all the way forward. I'll show you in just a sec. I'll pull it back out. But I want to go over CG real quick, if I can pick it up. CG on the plane is 120 millimeters back from the leading edge root, which is right here where it touches. And it's got some CG marks actually on the wing that you can feel. They're on the outside of the doors there. So, and that puts her kind of favoring, I'm going against the wind here, kind of favoring nose heavy. So that's what you want with a warbird. You definitely want her to favor nose heavy. All right, let me show you that battery real quick. Push down, pull out. Okay. And then go ahead and unplug it before you pull it the rest of the way, because you'll run out of length versus how far the tray comes out. But that's where I've got the 5100 SMC pack right there. So that gives me good CG right there. You just slide that back in there like that. Locks in place. You should have already plugged it in. Plug it in before you get back there. Okay. And just so you know, these little JST connectors, I'm almost 100% sure that these are to run an FPV configuration, because a lot of these planes are so stable. All right, well there you go. Let me show you them guns real quick. If you couldn't see them when we were flying because it's so bright. I broke off my antenna that's usually right there. Just me handling it. But I got them on the bind.
Guns firing.
Whenever
Guns firing.
when I just hit that, it's a momentary switch.
Guns firing.
Automatically turns it off. And these retract are pretty darn quick, and they look really, really cool. The way they're so scale and everything. Look at the tail wheel also. Big 4-bladed prop.
underway.
Tail wheel goes in. Now pay attention to how long they take to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So give yourself a good 6 to 7 seconds for your gear to come down, so plan your landings accordingly. Well folks, there you go. That is the all new Flightline Mustang P-51D. And this is Fat Guy Flies RC and my son Gabriel on the camera. God bless y'all. God is good. Jesus is Lord. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends, and P-51 Warbirds. Bye-bye.